Hey, what's going on? It's Josh from joshelder.com, and today in this video I want to talk about paradigms and how to cause a paradigm shift within your life. And this is a subject that I love studying. It's a subject that I love talking about. I really started studying this subject roughly about 3 or 4 years ago. I came across one of my favorite mentors, Bob Proctor, and he explained paradigms in one of the most easiest and simplistic forms I've ever heard in my life. And he basically explained paradigms as a multitude of habits that are fixed in your subconscious mind. It's basically the habits that you gain culturally as you were growing up, whether they serve you or they don't serve you. These are habits that you've obtained from friends, from family, from maybe movies that you watch, music that you listen to, experiences that you have. You basically have this programming within the subconscious mind that are called paradigms or habits, right? That's simply what a paradigm is. It's basically the roadmap within your life, the events that have happened and the things that have taken place. Now, you have a subconscious mind, you also have a conscious mind. Your conscious mind has the ability to think. Your subconscious mind doesn't have the ability to think, and it accepts all information that goes inside of it. Your conscious mind gives you the ability to consciously think and problem solve and get through certain situations by thinking consciously. Subconsciously, a lot of times, like for example, let's say that we learn how to lift a weight, right? Let's say we're doing bench press for the first time. A lot of times you're going to have to consciously think about the movement, about whether you're doing the workout correctly, if you're bringing the bar down far enough, if your hands have a certain correct width. You're thinking about a lot of these things when you first try to do a bench press, but after a while, you gain what's called muscle memory and it's second nature. You don't have to think about it, right? Same thing with driving a car. When you first learn how to drive a car, you've got to consciously think about driving, about turning your turn signal on, about shifting if you're driving manual, right? You got to consciously think about these things. But once you get good at it, it becomes second nature and it becomes implanted in your subconscious mind. So what you got to realize is the experiences that you have had in your life and the experiences that you're currently having in your life are all due to the power of your habits, your paradigm, and your subconscious mind. So if you want to change the outcomes within your life, you've got to first change the things inward. You got to change what's going on in the subconscious mind. So let me explain sort of a story to you, just a personal experience that I went through that caused me to create a paradigm shift. You know, for a long time, I thought that to be successful in life, I had to get straight A's, I had to go to college, and I had to find a good job, a job that had health benefits, that had a good salary. And if I did that and I was honest about my work, then I would be successful in life and I would become wealthy. Well, problem is I started finally, after getting up a certain point in life, I started asking myself the question, is there actually a better way? Is there a better way to live my life? And is there a better way to do business? Is there a new economy? And am I living in an old economy? And when I started asking myself these questions, I started doing more research. I started increasing my awareness. And I wasn't limiting myself to what other people were saying, what other people were suggesting that I would do, whether it was my friends or my family. And I started actually searching and opening up my mind up to new ideas and new ways of experiencing and living life. And that's the problem. That was a paradigm shift in itself, was just asking myself, is there in fact a better way? Right? And most people don't ask that question. Whether it's a better way of working out, a better way of health, a better way of doing your business. Maybe there's a system you can put in place that will help you outsource certain tasks that you're completing by yourself that you really don't need to complete, that will make you more happy and fulfilled. If you believe that there's only one way of doing your business, then you're not going to obviously be as successful as you could be by changing your paradigm and starting to think outside of the box. So you can't have a paradigm take place until you start thinking outside the box. You start thinking differently, right? You get rid of the old habits. You start replacing your old habits with new habits, and you start thinking of new opportunities and new ways of living your life. And that's what I finally did. And that caused a paradigm shift. That caused a new way for me to think, because I realized that there wasn't only one way to do business. There wasn't only one way to make money, right? There wasn't only one way to live my life, right? If people thought there was only one way to travel, we'd probably still be riding on horses, right? But the thought that, Henry Ford caused a great change in the Industrial Revolution and turned carriages into motor cars, right? The way that Thomas Edison turned fire and used fire as light into actual light bulbs and emitting light through electricity, right? The way that the Wright brothers started questioning travel and realizing that, hey, there may be a better way to travel, and not just by automobile, but by airplane. Just by entertaining a new thought and thinking in a new and different way caused a paradigm shift. So the way to cause a paradigm shift is to entertain new ideas. Be open-minded versus being closed-minded. Be receptive to new thoughts and new ideas. And when you're receptive to new thoughts and new ideas, you start taking new actions. You start getting new results. So if you can change your multitude of habits, if you can change what's happening in your subconscious mind, you can change your paradigm. You can cause a paradigm shift, and you can change your life. Hope this helped. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe to this video, and tell me a paradigm shift that caused you to change within your life or your business or whatever facet in your life that you had a change in. Put them below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.